Welcome, welcome, it's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. In this video, we're going back to the live fire fixed weaponry test, and we're going to test it on the Anvil F7CM Heartseaker, which is the Anvil Super Hornet. It's a variety or a variant of the Super Hornet. It's really only available during the Valentine's Day sales, so it's not one you're going to see very often. The loadout that we're going with today is 3 Panther repeaters and 1 Rhino repeater. The 3 Panther repeaters, there's going to be 1 under the nose and 1 under each wing. The Rhino is going to be up top on the top mount. That normally has 2 guns and a turret for the Super Hornet, but right now we've got it set up where it's just got the 1 massive gun, the big old Rhino. Do I like the repeaters on this Super Hornet? I'm going to start off with saying it's effective, but I felt like the Drake ships were stronger, and we'll go more into that as we go here. I think with the particular loadout on this particular Super Hornet variant, it would be better to use ballistic cannons or just harder hitting cannons, not repeaters. You know, originally it comes with the M6As and an M7A, I believe. Those would probably be better than the repeater variant, or the repeater loadout that I have for it. The Super Hornet itself, if you load 6 repeaters on it, it could be pretty nasty because it can carry 2 Bulldog repeaters under the nose. It can carry 2 Badger repeaters on the turret up top. And then you could carry 2 Badger repeaters on the wings as well if you wanted to. Or you could go with the fixed on the wings and have the 2 Panther repeaters. That could be really effective. But I just didn't feel like it's super effective with the 4 guns. Now, you know, repeaters are all about, you know, trying to land as many shots as you can because they fire so fast. Whereas the big guns, they're going to do a lot more damage for each shot. So it really comes down to the pilot and a little bit down to how maneuverable the ship is. I felt like the Drake ships were better with the repeaters. I don't know how else to describe it. They just felt better. Like I said, the Super Hornet, definitely effective. It's not bad. I do believe that the shield choice on it, which I only could put Class B shields on it, affected my overall impression. Because my shields tended to drop pretty quickly. Whereas on the other Drake ships, it did not feel like I was losing my shields very quickly. Maybe I felt like I was more maneuverable. Obviously in the Buccaneer, that's going to be the case. I will say that so far, out of all the ships that I've tested with a fixed loadout, the Saber has been my favorite. I will be testing more, just because, you know, it needs to be thoroughly tested with all the different ships available in the game. But yeah, I think that my favorite so far has been the Saber. Cartu Owl's been fairly fun, and it was pretty effective with 2 Rhinos. You know, I wouldn't say that it was more or less effective than the Super Hornet. It wasn't as fun as a Saber. So yeah, right now I'm saying Saber's probably my tops when it comes to all the ships that I've tested so far with a fixed loadout. And if you remember correctly, it can carry 4 size 3 Panther repeaters, so it can be extremely effective. In the future, I want to test this with ballistic cannons. I also want to test pyroburst scatter guns on it. Just having a load of 4 scatter guns. I think that would be really cool, really awesome. I may have to go into Arena Commander to do some of those tests, just because I might have to rent the equipment rather than buy it. On the PTU, I have hardly any money really at the moment, even though I've done pretty well as far as doing some of these missions and building up a little bit. It's just not enough to purchase all the weapons that I need, so I might want to just go on and rent them in Arena Commander or Pirate Swarm, you know, Vandal Swarm, one of those two, to test them out there against those enemies. Let me know in the comments what you think about that possibility. Do you want to see me do this test in Arena Commander or in the PU or PTU, so that you can see how it performs in actual missions versus the arcadey version of Arena Commander? So here we're going against, I believe, an M50. It's a fast little booger, and of course I haven't even been able to target it. I'm sorry, that's a Cutlass Black. It's going to be a little bit stronger than what the M50s are, and you can kind of see how long it'll take me to bring one down with the Super Hornet. One thing I've noticed in the Saber, the Buccaneer, is I'm able to keep my ranges a little bit further away than I have been fighting against these Cutlasses. So you see my shields went down really quick. I'm not landing all my shots, so it's not the most desired result. The look ahead mode is on, which I'm not a huge fan of that look ahead mode, so I may disable that and do so when I do some future testing, you know, with the ballistics or scatter guns or whatever. Overall, Super Hornet was okay. You know, like I said, it was okay. Again, not my favorite ship to fly right now. It used to be my favorite ship back in, I guess you could say, the early days before 2.0. You know, it was definitely one of my favorite ships to fly then. I liked the Saber then as well, but the Super Hornet to me had a little bit, it could take a little more hits. It was maneuverable enough, and it had a lot of firepower that you were able to throw down range. So I really liked it back then. Now when armor comes back into the game, I think the Super Hornet will definitely be a much sturdier ship than it is now. So let's move on to the Gladius. The first thing I wanted to test out on the Gladius, due to one of my subscribers and now org mates, K9, he keeps asking me about, do the weapon racks work on the Gladius? Because in 3.10 we're supposed to have weapon racks on the Gladius. Well, let me tell you, K9, we don't have no weapon racks. It's just a big hole in the side of the Gladius. I was thinking maybe it's just the Pirate Gladius that has this issue where there's no weapon racks. So I'm going to load up the regular Gladius. Nope, still a missing space. I could have tested out the Gladius Valiant to see if it is in the same shape, but I'm fairly sure it is. So the weapon racks do not work right now, K9. I apologize, I have not shown you that earlier. Must be a big bug. Here's another fun bug. I'm trying to do the 890 jump mission. Knew there would be a couple Cutlass Blacks that I could test this loadout on, which I'm running 3 Panther repeaters, all size 3s, on this Gladius to take on those Cutlasses. No 890 jump. It's under a cloaking device until I hit it, and it all of a sudden decloaks. I'm teasing, there's just a rendering issue right now where it didn't render. You'll see in this next video here that it's going to render, just albeit very slowly. I got within 500 meters before it popped in. It would be really cool if you could cloak a 200 meter ship. Wouldn't that be a game changer? But no, it just didn't render in, and obviously the fighter escort takes a while for it to render in as well, because I'm nearly ready to get out of this ship and go in to the 890 before the fighter escort pops in. Another fun fact, after my previous Gladius blew up and I claimed it, and I went to another 890 jump mission half a system away, and I jumped in the same Gladius, or at least I thought it was the same Gladius, it resorted back to its original loadout. So I have the Gatling gun on the front with 2 Panther repeaters. Not a far cry from the original loadout, and definitely when the game goes live, or even in a few patches down the road when they have armor and shields worked out the way they're supposed to, then this could be a very good loadout, because you'll have the Panther repeaters to take the shields down and the Gatling gun to chew up the armor. Of course, you're going to be firing all of them at the same time, but that's the way it's designed to work, is that lasers are supposed to be better against shields, ballistics are supposed to be better against armor. So it's definitely a very balanced loadout on the Gladius. Unfortunately, I didn't feel like it was as good as maybe what 3 Panther repeaters would have done, because I'm not used to using the Gatling gun anymore. It was okay. Again, it's definitely highly maneuverable, and it was a little more difficult maybe for me to get shots on target because I was a little distracted possibly by the Gatling gun. I felt like I was missing a lot more than I was hitting with it. And maybe that's an issue with the Gatling gun itself, or, you know, it could have just been me. I don't know. I felt like I was stronger in the Super Hornet, which I should be. It's got more weapons and a bigger weapon, but the overall feel of the Gladius was just okay for me as well. You know, the fixed guns are serviceable. They work okay. But so far, the Saber has been my favorite when it comes to that fixed loadout. I would still probably prefer fixed guns on the Gladius over the auto gimbals, but that's, again, something I'm going to have to test out a little bit more. Auto gimbals are pretty nasty on the Gladius. Here's a nasty little bug as well. I went in, and I get stuck in the floor. Kind of crazy. So 310 still has some crazy bugs, a lot of them. So we're not going to see it probably for a little bit yet. Still another week or two off, I would think. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little bell icon to let you know when I do more of these videos. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.